So the PESTLE analysis is a mnemonic for politics, economics, social, technology, legislation, and economics. The mnemonic allows companies to understand the environment which they want to send new businesses and their expatriates to operate in. So Manulife is going to figure out if it's ideal and safe to operate their new services and goods. So let's start with politics. So in 1999, they first began to be a publicly traded company, and so politics also is important because it develops a brand name for the company as on a global international scale. So in 2016, it was revealed that a whole bunch of financial institutions were investing in cluster bombs, and that was linked to the recent wars in Yemen. So this affects brand name for Manulife and the financial institutions, because maybe they don't want to invest in wars and ammunitions like that people are being harmed in. So next, let's move on to economics. Economics is so that you see where the company is on the markets, and if it's something that they have power to purchase other things, and you can see their short-term and long-term, and this is why they have their yearly their yearly accountability statement. So this is basically where I got all my information from. So their transparency reports. And so from there, we can also see that Manulife spent about $8.7 billion on loans and $24.6 billion on claims, cash surrenders, annuity payments, and other benefits to customers. So to buy a share for their company, it's approximately $26.9. So just to get an idea of what they're doing in the economy. So looking at corporate citizenship for Manulife, they have in U.S., Hong Kong, Canada, and the Philippines, they have a program called Manulife Move and Manulife Vitality, and it promotes the health and wellness importance by preventing disease through active living. And also they really encourage staff volunteer hours in their community. So in Asia, Canada, and the US, they had over 107,000 community hours. So yeah, it really creates like a culture in the workplace and also contributes to company branding. So next, let's look at technology in the PESTLE analysis. And so Manulife creates policies such as Manulife Move, as we just talked about, and it creates incentives to attract their importance of health and wellness by actually giving Apple 3G watches, and this tracks and incentivizes their customers to participate by getting apps and having reward systems for participating in their plans. They also have these forward-thinking, have a lab of forward thinking and research, exploration, development, RED and LOFT. So they're located in Boston, Singapore, Toronto and Waterloo, and they're called innovation hubs. So they just bring their employees together to just start innovating new ideas and test stuff that they're working on. And so technology really shows that they have new levels of capacity that they can always be reaching. And so this is just research and development that they could expand their markets to. So next we'll look at legislation. So Manulife is headquartered out of Toronto, Canada, and operates in 16 countries and territories. So it operates its subsidiaries under the Trade and Services Agreements, the TISA, and through this agreement they have been able to become an international, successful, multi-billion-dollar company. And so the Superintendent of National Institutions regulates life insurance companies under the Insurance Companies Act. Also, Manulife has to have a code of business, and that respects the integrity of work by putting in place anti-fraud policies, global privacy risk management policies, and just general other information to protect customer data. So that's just generally important to keep with legislation from country to country to protect transparency issues. For an insurance company like Manulife is very important because it will assess risk management around where it's going to be and the clients that it will be filing claims for. So like weather, climate, and pollution, that kind of thing. So So Manulife, if you didn't know, it has other asset companies. So they have the Hancock Natural Resource Group, and it's a global leader in timber and agricultural investments. So this actually shows their value towards a sustainable and green future. They have actually participated in many fundraisers, including the Don River Watershed Protection and Restoration. So they also have another asset company called Timberland by Manulife, and Timberland has actually invested in approximately $2.5 million hectares of land in Australia, New Zealand, and South America, United States, and Canada. So they do care a lot about the environment. So that was my analysis of Manulife's PESTLE Analysis. Thank you.